This is the bamboo grove, now several years old. Primarily you're looking at Vivax, I don't know, 30, 40 feet tall in some cases. It sort of grows where you want it, well, where you don't want it to. Here are a couple pieces that are sort of by themselves. They've jumped over the trench, you can barely make out, but they have jumped over the trench, which is not ideal, so I'll have to cut them down later, I think. But this is what a bamboo grove looks like during shooting season. So here are some shoots. Here's one that's just about poking out of the ground, maybe 8 inches or so. And then right beside it is one that came out of the ground probably at the same time, but it's just taken off. So it's hard to know which ones are really going to grow well and which ones aren't. So you see a mixture of sort of short ones and the tall ones. You can tell the new shoots by the paper sheath covering that they have on them. So you can sort of see how they have paper that protects them as they grow, and then those sheaths start to fall off later in the season. I think some types of bamboo actually keep their sheaths on for an extended period of time, like years, and so you can actually walk through your grove and sort of have a feel for how old the different canes are by how weathered the paper at the bottom is. This is the inside of the grove. Again, there's a mixture of ones that are just coming up, ones that have come up this year and already started getting tall, and all the ones you see in here that are this year's growth with the sheath still on them, those all came out of the ground within the past like 2 weeks or so. So 2 weeks ago this was not even here. So this one right here, this one was not here 2 weeks ago, and nor was this one. Sort of hard to tell. But that's a new one as well. So the new ones and the old ones are sort of mixed in. The light filters in. Very shady inside of a bamboo grove. So the new one stretching up. Here's some ones that have barely grown. Here's an example of the sheath kind of falling off. And still attached. That should make really cool paper. Really, it's actually a really tough material, sort of like the rest of bamboo. So yeah, pretty cool. You can write on it and stretch it out. It's relatively difficult to tear. And then this is sort of the outskirts of this bamboo, and so you can see how tall some of these are. And then some of these are the tallest ones that have grown so far this year. So that one's already, I don't know, 15, maybe 20, 20 feet in the air. So again, that's grew 20 feet within the past 2 weeks, so over a foot a day. And yet here's one that started to grow at the same time as all the rest of these and never made it out of the ground. Another one, again, side by side, came out of the ground at the same time. That one just goes up and up and up and up, and we'll go another, probably when it's all said and done, another 20 feet up in the air. These are pretty fat ones. Fatter the base, the bigger it gets. So, you know, I can reach my hand around it maybe halfway, maybe a little bit more, to come out and measure that one later. A bunch of the paper sheaths that are falling off. I assume some of these are 4-inch diameters, but I have not yet brought out my caliper to measure. So yeah, bamboo just pops up. The running type that I have sort of pops up wherever. It can pop up anywhere, supposedly in the range of however tall the tallest cane is in a given year is how far it might run underground and pop up elsewhere. So theoretically, with this type of bamboo, you could have a new shoot pop up 40 feet away from where any previous shoots were were before, which gives you a huge range of where you can see bamboo popping up. It's also very difficult to count. I mean, you walk around, you try to count, and you get lost. I assume there are 50 to 75 new shoots in this specific grove this year. And I don't have any idea how many the total number are in this grove. I don't know. Probably several. Well, it's got to be at least several hundred at this point. But anyway, this is our bamboo, specifically Vivax variety